Today is Thursday, January 20th, the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We got a lot of games on the slate today, so let's get right down to business. This is the tip-off, where we tip you off on today's NBA matchups. I almost forgot to mention. What's the first game up today, Gabe?
14 games tonight. First up, we've got Detroit traveling to Washington to take on the Wizards, where the Wizards are favored by 1.5. I'm taking Washington. When in doubt, go with the home team, Washington.
Well, it's good to see you standing with our nation's capital for a change, Gabe. And since you're standing with them, they don't need me. I'm going with Detroit.
Right next, we've got Toronto traveling to Atlanta to take on the Hawks, where the Raptors are favored by 8.5 points. I'm taking Toronto. The Raptors are back to full strength. Look out, Atlanta.
Well, the Hawks are going to swoop down again, and I'm going with the Hawks.
All right, next we've got Philadelphia traveling to Brooklyn to take on the Nets, where the Nets are favored by 1.5. I'm taking Brooklyn. Al Horford listed as questionable for the Sixers. Brooklyn here.
Oh, I like my Sixers' chances in Brooklyn tonight.
All right, next we've got Sacramento traveling to Miami to take on the Heat, where the Heat are favored by 6.5 points. I'm taking Miami. It is the second night of a back-to-back for the Heat, but the Kings are pretty banged up. Rashawn Holmes out, Marvin Bagley questionable. Miami.
Sacramento.
All right, next we've got Chicago traveling to Milwaukee to take on the Bucks, where the Bucks are favored by 14.5 points. I'm taking Milwaukee. The Bulls still missing two of their best defenders, in Otto Porter and Wendell Carter Jr. Giannis is going to dominate the interior. Milwaukee.
No, you see, whenever Chicago goes to Milwaukee, most of the fans are from Chicago because the Chicagoans can't get tickets to the Bulls Stadium in Chicago. Therefore, they all go drive 100 miles down the road and root on the Bulls when they're in Wisconsin. So I'm going to go with the Bulls.
I wonder if that's true now that the Bucks are so good. Anyways, moving on, we got Oklahoma City traveling to Houston to take on the Rockets, where the Rockets are favored by 6.5 points. I'm taking Oklahoma. The Thunder blew out the Rockets in their last meeting. Oklahoma.
I never bet against the beard.
All right, next we've got Orlando traveling to Charlotte to take on the Hornets, where the Magic are road favorites at 4.5 points. I'm taking Charlotte. Don't bet against the Buzz here. Just don't.
I still believe in Magic.
All right, next we've got New Orleans traveling to Memphis to take on the Grizzlies, where the Grizzlies are favored by 2.5 points. I'm taking Memphis. Drew Holiday, Derek Favors, both listed as questionable. Grizzlies have won 7 in a row. Memphis.
The 7 may be their lucky number, but their luck runs out tonight. The Pels.
All right, next we've got New York traveling to Cleveland to take on the Cavs, where the Cavs are 1.5 point favorites. Again, going Cleveland, another toss-up, taking the home team in this battle of bad basketball teams. Cleveland.
Well, no, New York.
All right, next we've got the Lakers traveling to Boston to take on the Celtics, where the Lakers are favored by 2.5 points. I'm taking the Lakers. Kemba Walker listed as questionable. Jaylen Brown as well, although Brown says he's hoping to play tonight. Anthony Davis listed as questionable for the Lakers too. Taking the Lakers. Don't bet against the Lakers.
Well, I never bet against the Celtics on the parquet.
All right, next we've got Denver traveling to Minnesota to take on the Timberwolves, where the Timberwolves are favored by 2.5 points. I'm taking Denver. Paul Millsap, Jamal Murray, Gary Harris, all questionable at best for today's game for the Nuggets. So they're going to be shorthanded. But I think Nikola Jokic is going to take it to Karl Anthony Towns. Denver.
Timber. The Wolves are going to topple them.
All right, next we've got Indiana traveling to Utah to take on the Jazz, where the Jazz are favored by 6.5 points. Taking Indiana. It is the second night of a back-to-back for the Pacers, but I think they'll be able to keep it close enough to cover here. Indiana.
I'm still feeling the rhythm of the Jazz.
All right, next we've got San Antonio traveling to Phoenix to take on the Suns, where Phoenix is favored by 4.5 points. Taking San Antonio. Another team, second night of the back-to-back, Spurs here. But Aaron Baines is listed as doubtful for the Suns, and I just have a hard time seeing them being able to stop San Antonio. The offense has really been clicking lately. Spurs here.
There's nothing doubtful about the sun. It rises every morning, sets every evening. I'm going with the Suns.
All right, the finale, we've got the Warriors traveling to Portland to take on the Trailblazers, where Portland is favored by 6.5 points. Taking Golden State. CJ McCollum already been ruled out for the Trailblazers, and they have so few healthy bodies following their recent trade. Gotta go Warriors here in the finale.
Oh, give peace a chance. I like Portland.
All right, that does it for today's episode of the Tip-Off, where one of us is always right. Thanks for tuning in.